these three gentlemen or individuals, I'm not even going to call them gentlemen, these three individuals, they broke the code not only of the streets, but they broke the code of ethics. And what bothered me the most was a few things bothered me. When I was in the pulpit and I was starting the sermon, and I saw that door fling open, unusual, and I felt a different force. I felt a different force come through before these men even came through the doors. And I knew it was of the devil. And I was so upset because my family, my church family, the ones that trust my leadership is there. And the only thing that I can do to protect them is for me to not put up a fight. Because I know that if I would have tried to do anything, my church would have responded behind me. And, I've been beating myself up for an entire year because I've been thinking about every scenario of what I could have done. And I think that the best scenario is what I did. You guys don't understand the trauma that I have to deal with as a leader. And you don't understand the trauma that the ones that have gone through this I have my children there, my wife is there, all my members were there, and I thank God it was the summertime, because summertime during the church, it gets really light in the church because everybody's traveling. So we didn't have a full house, but the trauma that the church had to go through, and that we still go through, a traumatizing experience for 3 armed men to come into the church and rob the church. And the church represents helping the community. Not only does the church represent helping the community, I give back to the community so much. And for this to happen, the most bizarre thing to happen right after that was nobody had sympathy for us. It's like nobody cared. Nobody cared because I'm a young pastor. I wear nice things. And there was nothing but negative responses to how I dress and what I drive and where I live and what I wear. I'm still a pastor. I'm still a bishop. I'm still out here in the streets. I'm still helping people. Nobody wants to talk about what Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries and Bishop Whitehead has done for the community. All you got to do is YouTube it. Leaders of Tomorrow giveaways. And you will see 10 years of pure giving to the community. Nobody talked about that. But from July to the end of August, almost 3 months, the media, the church, the YouTubers, the world created a narrative that said that the pastor of that church set the robbery up. And y'all was going with it. And everybody was posting, he set the robbery up, you set the robbery up. Radio stations called me frauds, scammers. Ain't no way no men are gonna come in and do that to the church. For almost 3 months, it was pure destruction. I heard pastors talking about me, bishops going on live talking about me. The church tried to destroy me. And I know that when I say everybody, you know, I know that there's the ones that know who I am and the ones that have sense to know that I would never do anything like that. So when I say everybody, I'm talking about the majority. And everybody talked about me, discredited my name, talking about I'm robbing the community, I'm taking money from the old people from the church, I'm manipulating. And people don't even know how much I do for the members of my ministry. And you guys tore me down. And what you've done was, you put so much pressure throughout the media to make me look like the pastor that set the robbery up for almost 3 months. Made my name dirt, made my name mud. And all of y'all was talking about it. 3 months strong. And it put pressure on my members from their family. Why are you going to that church? He set the robbery up. It was even going around. I know the people who did it, and they got the text messages from the bishop showing them this and showing them that. There were so many bizarre stories. So many bizarre stories. And then the members that was there start talking about me. People that I've helped. Everybody jumped on the bandwagon that Bishop Whitehead set this robbery up. Now, what is worse than a pastor that will sacrifice his own members for his gain? This is what's in people's minds now. Yo, he is dangerous. I don't want nothing to do with him. I understand. You don't know me? I understand. And you know what? The church was talking the most because the world gonna talk. None of them defended me. Maybe a few. But the majority out of 100%, 98% of the church was nowhere to be found when I was going through, when my church was going through. You want to know why they didn't want to touch me? Because they never seen a preacher like me. I don't owe none of them nothing. I've been a pastor this September for 10 years. Ain't nobody helped me with this ministry. I don't owe nothing to nobody. And they didn't want to touch me. The church turned their back on me. And I had to go through the storm with me and the members that are still left. And my leaders that are still left. People that told me they will never leave, left me. All the tithes dropped 95%. All the seeds to the church dropped 95%. Because for 3 months, everybody said, I set up the robbery. And since I'm so high profile, I was targeted. And now, my attorneys are going to vindicate me on that other situation. But that whole narrative that I set up, the robbery, created something else. And the church helped the devil's plan. Can nobody tell me different, because I know what they were saying about me. I know what they were doing, and they still doing it. Laughing. You want to know why? Because I might drive a better car than them, or I might live in a better house than them, or I might wear better clothes than them. But I'm telling y'all this, the church turned their back on me. And they all talked. Do I forgive them? Yeah, human nature. It is what it is. But the crazy thing about it is, after the 3 months, and then when they caught 2 of the robbers out of the 3, nobody apologized. Everybody kept moving as if they never said nothing about Bishop Whitehead and Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries.